Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Saturday evening live session where we are going to discuss about ANOVA. Good evening, good evening. Just a couple of minutes delay today because of some unavoidable reason, but not to worry, we are going to start now. Okay, so a lot of people have this, the question that why are we not getting the live session update on the WhatsApp, right? So the question, the answer to that, I have already explained in the last session as well. Last couple of sessions I have been explaining. By the way, we got the rate from the WhatsApp as well. Per message, WhatsApp will be charging 1 rupee. Okay, as I mentioned to you. So broadcasting message per message, WhatsApp is charging 1 rupee per message. So as I said, 10,000 students multiple. So every Sunday, every Monday evening, wala message would cost us 10,000 rupees. Saturday evening would cost us 10,000 rupees. Are you understanding, guys? So this is the challenge we are having. We are in discussion with WhatsApp management, but I think this has been frozen. That this changes will, it's already applicable. Already, the money has gone for initial few messages of this month. Okay. So that's the reason we have shifted to the community tab. Everybody, have you understood from, so what needs to be done now onwards is just go to our LMS system, www.sparrandgiven.in, go to the community tab. Okay, there is a my courses, there is login, there is a community tab. Just click on community tab. In the community tab, you will get the link in the first itself. Okay, once you click on that, you will directly enter. And our timings are fixed. We all know that, right? 7:30 p.m. Saturday and Monday, fixed timing. So just log into that, click on that link, join the session. That's it. Okay, and we can easily avoid this huge spend of money. Are you clear? Just give me yes in the chat box, everybody. Are you clear? That's the reason we are not getting the WhatsApp messages what we used to get earlier. Okay, clear hai? So a lot of people, of course, there is a change. So people were accustomed to the old way of doing it. But this is the reason why we have shifted. And this has happened in this month itself. ये अगस्त का ही development है from WhatsApp. Okay, it was not done earlier, and that's the reason we have done this. Okay. Plus, just check out the email IDs. Email में भी आप check कर सकते हो कि if you have received your email in this one. Okay. स्पैम फोल्डर एंड प्रमोशन फोल्डर. ओके, वो एक बार चेक करिए. हाँ, सो स्पैम फोल्डर एंड प्रमोशन फोल्डर में आपको ईमेल मिलेगा. इनबॉक्स, स्पैम एंड प्रमोशन. ओके, तीनों चेक करिए. इन तीनों में से एक में आपको ईमेल रहेगा. ईमेल वुड बी फ्रॉम admin@sparrandgiven.com. एक बार चेक कर लीजिए. admin@sparrandgiven.com, ये अपना ईमेल आईडी है. यहां से आपको ईमेल भी जाता है, बट चेक इनबॉक्स, स्पैम एंड प्रमोशन, तीनों में आप चेक करिए. क्लियर? Everybody, we already send, every time we send this emails, but check your inbox, spam and promotion folder. ठीक है, एक बार चेक कर लीजिए. नो, everybody is already joined in the community. कम्युनिटी में बाय डिफॉल्ट आप हो ही. अगर आप नहीं हो, कम्युनिटी टैब आपको नहीं दिख रहा है, सो जस्ट सेंड any message to, it is there in the LMS system itself. LMS system लॉगिन करोगे तो लॉगिन गया था ना, माय कोर्सेस एंड तो ऑट ऑफ द अदर टैब्स, वहां पे कम्युनिटी टैब भी है. जस्ट क्लिक ऑन दैट एंड यू विल बी देयर. ठीक है, या इसमें से कोई भी चैलेंज है, आपको कम्युनिटी टैब नहीं मिल रहा है, ईमेल आईडी नहीं आ रहा है, तो हाँ, ये देखो, हम लोग ने ईमेल जो भेज रहे हैं ना, वो मिल रहा है लोगों को. जस्ट चेक योर इनबॉक्स, स्पैम एंड कम्युनिटी प्रमोशन फोल्डर, ये तीनों में आपको चेक करना है. ठीक है. हम्म. जस्ट अ लिटिल, या जस्ट अ लिटिल. श्योर, थैंक यू. Super. Chalo, let's begin the journey today, which is ANOVA. We are going to start. So let me just start with sharing my whiteboard. Okay. Chalo. So the topic what we are going to discuss today is about the hypothesis testing. Okay. So in the DMAIC framework, DMAIC framework, this is a part of analysis phase. Okay. A phase, analysis phase. In the analysis phase, what we do is, okay, you're getting email, right? Fantastic, fantastic. So see, once you now understand this, if you are not getting email, if they're landing in the promotion, just drag that from promotion to inbox. Okay, very simple होता है. एक बार drag करिए promotion से inbox में या spam से inbox में, then next time it will start landing in the inbox. Okay. Or second option is respond to that email. Okay. Yes, I will attend the session or thank you very much. इस प्रकार से आप रिस्पॉन्स करिए ताकि वो देन आपके इनबॉक्स में आना चालू हो जाएगा. So system will understand that this message is not a spam folder, spam message. Okay. स्पैम से भी आप ड्रैग कर सकते हो इनबॉक्स में. ओके, स्पैम से भी आप ट्रैक कर सकते हो इनबॉक्स में. सी व्हाट हैपेंस, लेट्स सी वंस वी सेंड द ईमेल, अंडरस्टैंड दिस, व्हाट इज स्पैम, लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. Now, spam is a word used for the marketing messages, basically. Okay. But now for our community is so big, even one email sent, it goes in the bulk, right? So whatever is sent in the bulk, system understand, the servers understand that this might be a spam communication and it puts it in a spam folder. So आपको क्या करना है, स्पैम से उठा के जस्ट उसको ट्रैक करके इनबॉक्स में लेके आना है, या फिर उसको रिप्लाई करिए कि थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर द मैसेज, सो नेक्स्ट टाइम इट विल लैंड इन योर इनबॉक्स. ओके, तो वो आप कर सकते हो. तो स्पैम में भी देखिए, प्रमोशन में भी देखिए एंड इनबॉक्स में भी देखिए, तीनों में भी देखिए. admin@parentgiving.com से हम लोग ईमेल भी भेजते हैं रेगुलरली. ऑलराइट, सुपर. कमिंग बैक टू DMAIC, लेट्स फोकस हियर. In the analyze phase, what we do first, we identify the causes. So to identify the causes, which tool do we use? Can you just type in the chat box? Which tool do we use to identify the causes? Everybody. This is a little advanced topic. So Saturdays we cover the advanced topics and yeah. Fishbone, very good, very good, very good. Super, super. So fishbone, we use fishbone analysis, correct? For causes, the primary causes basically. Okay, I would write here primary. And fishbone analysis is followed by which? Exactly. Fishbone is followed by YY analysis, or I would say root cause analysis, right? 5Y and the root cause is same thing, right? We ask the question why. So there we get root causes. Now, what happens is, what statisticians say, before we take action, before we take solutions on the root causes, what is expected is to validate the root causes. So root causes have to be validated. What is validation? Validation meaning check the root causes with the help of data. Data से वो root causes को check करो, whether these root causes are real root causes or just opinions. Everybody, for example, let's say one of the opinion is because of the lack of experience of the people. Okay, I'm just giving you an example of a root cause. Because of lack of experience of the people, we are getting more defects. So because of lack of experience of the people, we are getting more defects. This is the root cause identified by the people. So statisticians will say, no, do not believe in any of the opinion. Collect the data of the experience of the people and collect the data of your, your defect, and do the validation with the data. All right. If that validation holds true, then only that root cause will be validated, and then only you take action on that root cause. Do not take action on the root cause which is not validated by the data. That's what they are saying. So validation is done after root cause analysis. And there are two types of validation. Generally, we do three types basically. First is called hypothesis testing. Okay. Second is called regression. And third one is called as design of experiments, DOE. So these are the three validations we do, three types of validations we do: hypothesis, regression, and DOE. Out of which DOE is covered in in detail in the black belt. Of course, some part in the master black belt level also we have covered. Hypothesis testing and regression, the basic part is covered in the green belt level, and the advanced part is covered in the black belt level. So today's part comes in the a little advanced topic. So this today's topic is hypothesis testing, ANOVA, which is the topic of the day today. Clear? So we are in the analyze phase, hypothesis testing, and we are going to learn ANOVA. Clear, everybody? So in the DMAC framework, where are we standing in the today's topic? Just give me yes in the chat box. Yeah, everybody's clear? Very good, very good. Super, super, amazing. So I'll quickly touch upon DOE is what design of experiment. Okay. Yeah. When we'll have a this one black belt wala hackathon, we will cover that design of experimentation in detail because it takes more time to explain. DOE के लिए black belt में हम लोग we give completely 3 hours. Okay. That's why DOE I don't cover in the live sessions like this weekly live session में हम लोग नहीं cover करते, हम लोग hackathon में cover करते because it requires a continuation, right, of the explanation. So DOE is basically design of experiments where you can optimize the setting of the processes, okay, to optimize your performance. Okay, so very interesting topic, very interesting topic. Chalo, so let me just quickly touch upon hypothesis testing. So what is hypothesis, by the way? Hypothesis is nothing but assumption. Hypothesis is nothing but assumption. Okay. Now, hypothesis testing, assumption meaning the same example I can extend. I assume that the experience of the people, okay, lack of experience of the people is contributing more defects. That's my assumption. But that assumption has to be tested with the data, and that is called hypothesis testing. Okay. So there are two types of hypothesis. One is called null hypothesis. And other one is alternate hypothesis. So null hypothesis is basically it's shown as HO, which is and alternate is shown as HA. So null is called as statement of equality. Make a note of this, I'll explain you. Statement of equality, okay? Equality. And the alternate hypothesis is called as statement of difference. Statement of equality and statement of difference. For example, I'll give you example. Let's say there are two. I always give this example during hypothesis testing or our hackathon. Let's say cricket team, Indian cricket team wanted to select two, out of two, only one batsman. Okay, so what they will do is they will first collect. Let's say one is Rishabh Pant and the other is KL Rahul. Okay, Rishabh Pant and KL Rahul. So what cricket selection team will do? They will take average of Rishabh Pant and average of KL Rahul to compare. Now, let's talk about average. Average is denoted by X bar. Okay, so X bar Pant and X bar Rahul. So null hypothesis will say, Rishabh Pant's average and Rahul's average are equal. And alternate hypothesis will say X bar Pant is not equal to X bar Rahul. Then what they will do? They will collect the data, okay, of 30 data points. So how many data points minimum you should consider in the statistics is 30. Remember this, okay? For histogram, for normal distribution, for any kind of trend chart, control charts, come se come 30 data points are 30. Okay. Once you select 30 data points, then you can do all these analysis. Okay. So they collect 30 data points of Rishabh Pant and 30 data points of Rahul. And let's say Rishabh Pant's average is, imagine the average is around 40. Okay, and Rahul's average is around 42. Now, is there any difference? Is there any difference in 40 and 42? Just type yes or no in the chat box. Everybody. Is there any difference? Yeah. Everybody, can you type yes, no? Very simple. Rishabh Pant ka average is 40 run. Rahul ka average is 42 runs. There is a difference. Yes. Very good. Very good. Super. Now, so to whom should we select basically? Simple. To whom should we select? Very simple. KL Rahul. Yeah, that's very simple. But then where is hypothesis testing in this? The simple question is, simple childlike question is, sir, it's very simple. They have collected 40, average of 30 innings, which is 40, and Rahul ka 42. Okay. And it is clearly evident that Rahul is better, 42, right? So where is hypothesis testing, statement of equality, statement of difference, and in equal to, not equal to? Ye kahan pe aa gaya? Where is that standing? That must be the question in your mind, right? See, understand this. What hypothesis testing is doing here is, this is a sample data we have collected, 30 data points. These are sample data we have collected, right? Now the sample is showing the difference of 2 runs. Sample is showing the difference of 2 runs. Hypothesis testing is doing, what it is doing is this 2 runs difference, is it significant difference for the long run? Understand this. Is this difference statistically significant for the long run or not? That is what the hypothesis testing is showing us. Are you understanding this? How many of you know the sample and population? Let me just quickly. How many of you know sample and population? कितने लोगों को पता है? Just give me yes and no. Sample and population किसको पता है? Everybody knows sample and population. No, you don't know sample and you don't know population theory. Okay, just a second. Just give me a second. Okay, let me show you a slide here, just for our understanding. Yeah, this slide. Let me just share my screen once again. Okay, look at this slide, guys. This slide is showing that, I'm just going a couple of steps back, okay, just to explain you the concept. This slide is showing there are 2 types of statistics. Okay, you can see here. One is called descriptive statistics, and another one is called inferential statistics. What is descriptive? Descriptive is about the sample, and inferential is about the population. Now, what is sample and population? Let me give you a example. Okay, just a second. Just a second. Okay, so sample is nothing but the representation of the population. Okay. So I always give this example of the cricket match. When the match is happening, when the match is happening, a T20 match, let's say, for that matter, and your 5 overs have done, 5 overs, 40 runs, 2 wicket this is the scenario. That is actually a sample of 20 or 50 over whatever match you are playing. One day cricket hai to 50 overs, T20 hai to 20 overs, right? So 5 overs is a sample. It's a subset of the population. Okay. So 5 overs, 40 runs for 2 wickets. This is a sample data. And in the same time, there is something called projected score, which comes. Yes or no? Have you seen the projected score? 150 run, 160 run, 200 runs. If they continue with this, they can reach to 200 runs in 20 overs. That is called projected score. Clear? Yes, just give me yes or no in the chat box. So from the sample, they infer about the behavior of the population. Population is 20 over, sample is 5 overs. Are you understanding? Clear population sample. The quality, see, when we cook the rice, very simple example, when we cook the rice, we do not, just to check whether the rice is cooked properly or not, we do not check 100% of the rice, right? We just take a small part of it. Are you clear? We just check a small part of it, and that is a sample. In our process quality also, we don't check 100%. We check a sample, and on the basis of the sample, we basically infer. Infer matlab predict, conclude, infer, predict. Okay? So we infer about the population. So you can see here, inferential statistics mein hai hypothesis testing, which we are learning today. So coming back to the question, the point what we were discussing earlier, if KL Rahul and Rishabh Pant is 40 and Rahul is 42, but that is about the sample data. But with the hypothesis testing, what we are doing here is that difference of two, is it significant difference statistically? That is what we check. And that is why we are using hypothesis testing. Are you clear? Will that difference of two, will it be significant for the population? वो population के लिए important है कि नहीं, वो हम लोग hypothesis testing में check कर रहे हैं. Are you clear with this? Just give me yes in the chat box. समझ में आ रही है बात? Very good, very good. Just give me yes in the chat box. So I'm connecting all the dots. Okay. Now let me. Yeah. So mathematically there is a difference. Okay. But hypothesis testing is checking whether long term में ये difference significant है कि नहीं. Now coming back to So here, hypothesis testing, what we get is, so what we do here is we collect the data, we put the data in the software, which we are going to do right now, and software will give us a p-value. Okay, p-value. P stands for probability value, right? So in the statistics, we basically checking the probability, whether the probably, because it's all about probability, right? Because we cannot be sure. It's a population, it's a future. So it's a probability value. If the probability value is less than 0.05, then we reject null hypothesis. Make a note of this. If the p-value is less than 0.05, then we reject null hypothesis. We say that p low, null go. Just to remember this, we can see the rhyming p low and null go. Yes, Anderson-Darling normal test is also hypothesis testing. You are absolutely right. P low, null go. So what we do? We have to collect the data of Rishabh Pant. We have to collect the data of KL Rahul, put it in a software, and software will tell us whether the p value is less than. If it is less than 0.05, then reject the null. What is null hypothesis? Statement of equality. Okay. So it is saying that both are equal. There is no statistical significant difference between both. Both are equal. And if p value is greater than 0.05, okay, then we cannot reject null hypothesis. So we have to say that both are equal only. There is no statistical significant data. If p value is less, so we reject it. Reject meaning this one, null hypothesis. If it is less than 0.05, then it is reject null hypothesis. If it is greater than 0.05, then you cannot reject null hypothesis. You have to accept null hypothesis. So it is a little confusing in the initial stage, but you just have to remember P low null go. That's it. Okay. तो वो पक्का आपके दिमाग में बैठ जाएगा. If P value is lower than 0.05, null go, reject null. Null go meaning reject null hypothesis. Clear, everybody? Make a note of this. P low null go. Just reject. Just make a note of this in your notepad so that in any kind of hypothesis testing you can use this strategy. Clear, everybody? P low null go. Very good. Very simple, simplified version. P low null go. What do you want me to explain? So what we do here is, see, what we do, we collect the data. So we collect the 30 data points of Pant, 30 data points of Rahul. We'll put that in the software called Minitab. Okay, हम लोग करके देखते हैं ना. एक काम करते हैं ना. We'll do it. Why to explain? Let's do it ना. एक बार करके ही देखते हैं. मैं आपको एक Minitab का फाइल भेजता हूँ. चलो, एक मिनट. Let me send you a file of Minitab. Just give me a second, okay? हाँ जी, अभी मैं आपको एक फाइल भेज रहा हूँ. We will do first so उसे हम लोग कहेंगे 2 sample t test, okay? या मैंने जस्ट फाइल भेजी है. जस्ट ओपन दैट फाइल फर्स्ट. हम लोग करते हैं पहले, देन आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू. सो आपको प्रोसीजर भी समझ में आएगी. ओके, कैन यू ओपन दिस फाइल क्विकली? The name of the file is 2 sample t-test. What is 2 sample t-test? When you want to compare 2 sample with each other, then we go for 2 sample t-test. Everybody open the file. मैं भी ओपन करता हूं. Yeah. So it is male CCO and female CCO wala file, right? So if you can see here, yeah. So male CCO, what is CCO? CCO stands for call center officers. Okay. Now, what they want to check, this is the timing for the call. Okay, for the query resolution of the customer, how much time every person has taken. So they have collected the data and they just want to check, okay, whether male officers are efficient and or female officers are efficient. Is there any statistical significant difference between these two genders? Okay. So what is the null hypothesis here? The null hypothesis will be, yeah, हाँ द सेम थिंग ना. सो एक ही फंडामेंटल पहले समझ लो. फंडामेंटल वो तो एग्जांपल दिया था ना पंत एंड राहुल का. द सेम गोज विद दिस. ओके. सो सिमिलरली लेट्स से सो यहां पे हम लोग क्या करेंगे, एक्स बार मेल एंड एक्स बार फीमेल सेम लाइक पंत एंड ऋषभ केएल राहुल. ओके. सो एक्स बार एम एंड एक्स बार एफ, null hypothesis will say they are both are equal. Okay. हाँ, this is less than 30 data point. That's what. Yeah, पहले ये समझ लो. पहले I'll answer all your query. Okay. Otherwise वो आपको you'll miss the point actually. Then x bar male is not equal to x bar female. First understand the basics. Okay. मैं आपको explain करता हूँ why this is like that. Okay. X bar m and x bar f are equal, which is null hypothesis. X bar m is not equal to x bar f. And what did I say? We collect the data, put that data in the Minitab and check the p-value. If the p-value is less than 0.05, null go, reject null. Okay, so p low, null go. That is what we say, right? इतना ही आप ध्यान में रखिए. P low, null go. So what we'll do? We will first do it. It's called two sample t-test. See, whenever we have less than 30 data points, we go for a t-distribution. T-distribution is a distribution which can be used when you have less data points. वहां पे भी वो काम करता है. And that's the advantage of t-distribution. Okay. If you have 30 data points, then you can go for a z-distribution easily. Okay. So where you can use one sample z, two sample z distribution आप use कर सकते. Are you understanding? Because the number of data points are less, we are going to use t-distribution. आप वैसे भी कर सकते हो. Let me just show you how you can do that. So go to stat, basic statistics, two sample t-test. Can you see here? Stat, basic statistics, two sample t-test. Just follow this path, please. Stat, basic statistics, two sample t-test. Just click on that. This window will appear. Because we are comparing two samples with each other, if we have to compare only one sample with the standard, for example, if you want to compare only KL Rahul's runs average with the standard set by the BCCI, BCCI says that wicketkeeper batsman should have at least 40 runs or 50 runs average. That 50 become the standard. If you want to compare KL Rahul separately with the standard, then it is called one sample t-test. Why we are comparing two? Because we are comparing between these two, male and female, Rahul and Pant, two. That's why it is called two sample. Okay. Now here, both samples are in one column. Just drop down here, select each sample in its column. Now, what is this? Try to understand this. If the data would have been both this data in only one column, then we would have selected this one. Okay. But right now we have two separate columns. Data is put. So we have to select each sample in its own column, the second option. Just select that. Once you select that, now you have sample 1 and sample 2. In sample 1, just select the male CCO. Sample 2 may select female CCO. That's it. Everybody with me? तो यहाँ पे ड्रॉप डाउन में सेंटर वाला ऑप्शन सिलेक्ट करो. फर्स्ट में मेल, सेकंड में फीमेल सिलेक्ट करो, देन क्लिक ऑन ओके. या आपको मिला ये डेटा? सी द पी वैल्यू. So let's understand this. So here the male CCO x bar m, actually mathematical x bar m is what? 11.63. And mathematical x bar f is, you can see here, 12.80. And what is the p value? P value is 0.044. Now you have to tell me, is it less than 0.05? Is it less than 0.05? Yes, no. Type in chat box. Absolutely yes. It is less than 0. Even the slight difference hai, lekin it is yes, less than 0.05. So our rhyming is P low null go, right? So our P value is lower than P low null go. Or P value is lower than 0.05. So reject null hypothesis. What was null hypothesis? Always statement of equality. So it says x bar m is equal to x bar f, but we have to reject this theory and we have to say x bar m is not equal to x bar f. There is a statistical significant difference between these two. Are you clear? Clear hai? Yeah, if p value is greater than 0.05, then we cannot reject null hypothesis. We have to accept null hypothesis. Yeah, we cannot reject the null hypothesis. In that case, we say there is no statistical significant difference. ये समझ में आ गया? How to put the formula? कौन सा formula? P value का formula, is it? So conclusion is, हाँ मैं बताता हूँ, एक बार बताता हूँ, एक बार मैं फिर से एक बार एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ, बाद में फिर से बताता हूँ. So conclusion is, there is a statistical significant difference between male and female. Now tell me whose average is low? Male average is low, na? 11.67. So on an average, male candidates are closing the call in 11.6 minutes. Female are taking almost close to 13 minutes. So what software is telling, there is a significant difference. So male are doing well. Female require some kind of training, some kind of improvement, ताकि उनका एवरेज और कम हो जाए. आर यू क्लियर? दैट इज द कंक्लूजन ऑफ दिस. क्लियर है? या नाउ I'll explain once again how to put the data into this. Okay, if you are in the data like this, go to stat basic statistics to sample t-test. Just follow this. Stat basic statistics to sample t-test. Click on that. In the drop down, select the second option called each sample in its own column, because we have data in both different columns. Select that. In sample 1, select male CCO. In sample 2, select female CCO and click on OK. And you will get the answer. This one. Clear? So this is called comparing two. Now, what if what if we have three parameters or three entities to compare, or three shift process data to compare, or three people to compare? Can we do three sample t-test? Or what if I have four or five to compare? Can I do five sample t-test? No. So the answer is ANOVA, okay, which is called analysis of variance. So I'm sharing a file with you right now. Now we will just open this file. So whenever we want to compare. Now ये दो का compare आपको बता दिया. It's called two sample t-test. Now if you want to compare 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 with each other, then you go for ANOVA. Let's open this file. I'll also open the file. Yeah, once you open the file, please let me know. Just give me yes in the chat box. Just try to understand the data first. Now here, there are zones, okay? And there is a lead time. So let's understand. Imagine there are multiple zones here and the lead times. We want to compare whether X bar of, so let's say there are 5 data points, no? For every zone, there are 5 data points. You can see here. इस प्रकार से 5 जोन का डेटा है. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4 and Zone 5. Okay. And this is the lead time for that process, whatever is the process. Okay. Now, first what we have to do, we have to take the average. Okay. So X bar 1, X bar 2, X bar 3, X bar 4. Sorry. Now, what we are doing in null hypothesis will say it should not be X bar 1, it must be X1 bar, not X bar 1. Okay. So null will say all are equal. X2 bar, X3 bar, X4 bar, X5 bar. All are equal. There is no statistical significant difference between the averages of all these 5 zones. And alternate will say at least one has difference. इवन एक में भी स्टैटिस्टिकल सिग्निफिकेंट डिफरेंस है तो भी वो अल्टरनेट हाइपोथेसिस उसको कहेंगे कि एटलीस्ट एक में डिफरेंस है. दैट इज कॉल्ड अल्टरनेट हाइपोथेसिस. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? सो एक बार करके देखते हैं. इज देयर एनी स्टैटिस्टिकल सिग्निफिकेंट डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज एवरेजेस? नाउ वेयर कैन यू कंपेयर मल्टीपल थिंग्स लाइक दिस इन योर प्रोसेस? टाइप इन चैट बॉक्स. वेयर कैन यू कंपेयर? दोनों का मैंने एग्जांपल दे दिया. केएल राहुल ऋषभ पंत प्लस मेल सीसीओ फीमेल सीसीओ का. Okay, where will you use this? More than 2. It can be 3 machines, 4 machines, 5 machines, or 3 shift operations. There where you can compare. Type in the chat box. Think about it. कहाँ पे आप यूज करोगे ANOVA? मशीन OEE. Okay, very good. और बताइए. मशीन OEE and output of 3 different shifts. Very nice, super amazing. So it can be production. So we'll collect 20 days of production of shift 1, 20 days of production of shift 2, 20 days of production of shift 3. Rejection you want to compare? Yes, you can compare rejection of shift A, shift B, shift C. ओके, डिपार्टमेंट ए, डिपार्टमेंट बी, डिपार्टमेंट सी, ये सब आप कर सकते हो. यस, फंटास्टिक. सो यू कैन यूज इट इन मल्टीपल ओकेजन. सो यहाँ पे भी आप यूज करेंगे. लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. ओके, सो विल गो टू स्टैट ANOVA, one way ANOVA. Just try to understand this. Go to stat ANOVA, one way. Just select this. Stat ANOVA, one way. Once you click on that, so response is, in the response you need to select the lead time, and the factor we want to compare is zone. Just select the zone. The response is lead time and the factor is zone. Okay, and click on OK. You have got this diagram. Have you got this diagram? Just give me yes in the chat box. Clear? सबको मिला ये? मैं फिर से बोलता हूं. Go to stat ANOVA, one way ANOVA. Response में select lead time and factor में select zone and click on OK, and you will get this. Now you can see zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is your observation here? What is your observation? Can you just give me your observation in the chat? What are you observing here? Yeah, what are you observing? Ah, that's amazing. So, हाँ, तो ग्राफिकली तो हमें दिख रहा है. ग्राफिकली वी कैन फिगर आउट दैट yes, there is some difference seen in the second. Okay, हाँ, first, third, fourth, and fifth are kind of similar or very close to each other, but zone number 2 has a higher lead time, very close to almost 6.5 घंटा, 5.45 hours. Okay, but the remaining ones are having around 530, 5.30, right? So this is the difference. So where will we go then now? After that, just click here, which is the sessions folder, and we'll come to this. Okay, sessions folder आपको कहाँ पे मिलेगा? See here my cursor. Okay, there is a symbol like this. You can see a symbol like this. Okay, so this is a sessions folder. आपको ये मिलेगा, ये सिंबल आपको मिलेगा, वहां पे आपको क्लिक करना है. ठीक है, जस्ट क्लिक ऑन दैट यहां पे. Once you click on that, you will get to this statistical data. Just scroll up. There is a lot of data here. What we are interested in this p-value. The p-value is 0.018. Now, is it lower than 0.05? Yes. That means we need to reject the null hypothesis. So the null hypothesis was all are equal. But here, because the p-value is lower than 0.05, we have to reject the null hypothesis, and we have to say at least one has a difference of the averages. and we can easily find out, na, from our graph, we can easily find out that data number 2 has a challenge. Okay. So see, I just clicked here. Can you see here? I just clicked on this. This is a graph option. The short key is Control Alt G, G for graph. Control Alt G. If you click on that, then you can come to the graph. Now we will come back to the data again. So if I click on the center wala thing, okay, I'll go back to the data. Let's do something interesting. If I remove the second option, second wala data, second zone का पूरा data मैं delete कर देता हूँ. Okay. And let me, अगर वो देता है क्या देखता हूँ मैं एक बार मैं ट्राई करता हूँ. Yes. Can you just do this? Okay. मैंने क्या किया, एक मिनट मैं इसको कैंसिल कर देता हूँ. नो. ओके. मैंने क्या किया, दो ये जो पांच रोज थे ना, इसको डिलीट कर दिया. जस्ट सिलेक्ट इट एंड डिलीट इट. एंड नाउ आई वेंट बैक टू द ओरिजिनल लास्ट डायलॉग बॉक्स, एडिट लास्ट डायलॉग. नहीं तो आप फिर से ऐसे ही कर सकते हो. गो टू स्टैट एनोवा, वन वे एनोवा. ओके. एंड लीड टाइम एंड जोन सिलेक्ट करो and click on OK. Now, can you see this? This is the modified graph where zone 2 has been eliminated. Zone 1, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, have you got this? So हमने दो वाला zone का data निकाल दिया है. Now let's find out what is the p value. Just go back to the sessions folder once again and check the p value. Now look at the p value, which is 0.864. Are you understanding? Now the p value is greater than 0.05. Now we cannot reject null hypothesis because the difference wala jo zone tha, we have removed it. Correct? Clear? Yeah, I'll share the file once again. ये है फाइल. Yes, guys, clear है? So you have to just collect the data, put that data in the Minitab software, check the p-value, and So ये जो है ना, ये टेबल जो है एनालिसिस ऑफ variance का टेबल. So I encourage you in our in our masterclass archive. I have taken a separate session on this ANOVA table. Okay. How to calculate it manually with manual calculation. I would highly encourage you to please check out that session. आप कैसे कर सकते हो ANOVA table? एक मिनट मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ. If I can show it to you quickly. Okay. That will be better. Just give me a second. I'll show you. Please, what is that? Response and factor with another example. Another example. Which example? I can give n number of examples. आप आपके पास कुछ data है तो वो आप ले लीजिए. If you have any specific data, you can just put it and you can try with some other example. Let me check if I have some other example as well. Okay. मैं ये बोल रहा था कि ANOVA टेबल में जाके हाँ. ओके. जस्ट क्विकली. हाँ जी, यहाँ पे देखिए हमारा जो ये है Lean Six Sigma Masterclass Archive. Yes, everybody knows na Masterclass Archive. Just give me yes in the chat box. Everybody knows Masterclass Archive. Just give me yes. Yeah. Now you go to Masterclass Archive. On the left hand side, okay, there is a, you can see here. So there is a, once you open that, on the left hand side, there is a search menu. In the search menu, just type ANOVA, ANOVA, ANOVA. Okay. So here you will find decoding ANOVA table. 11/5/24 dates, ये था डेट था उसका. If I click on that, so that lecture will open. In this lecture, I have explained you whatever. So you can see here, I have explained you manually how you can calculate entire ANOVA table. Okay, the one which I showed you, ना, this one. मैं शेयर करता हूँ ये वाला. ये देखिए, ये जो टेबल है ना, ये पूरा जोन 1 एरर, डीएफ क्या है, एडजस्टेड एसएस मीनिंग सम ऑफ स्क्वायर, एडजस्टेड मीन स्क्वायर क्या है, एफ वैल्यू क्या है, व्हाट आर द फॉर्मूला टू डू दिस. दिस एंटायर थिंग हैज बीन डिकोडेड, कंप्लीट दिस. ओके, एंड पी वैल्यू कहां से कैलकुलेट होता है, एवरीथिंग हैज बीन डिकोडेड in that lecture. So I would highly recommend you guys, please check out decoding ANOVA table 11/5/24. एक बार ये लिख लीजिए अपने इसमें, और कभी भी टाइम मिले कल वगैरह इसको चेक करिए. ठीक है, तो आपको आइडिया आ जाएगा कि कैसे है ये. ठीक है, क्लियर एवरीबॉडी? वेरी वेरी यूजफुल होगा आपके लिए, और यू कैन लर्न अ लॉट फ्रॉम दिस. एंड मैं आपको वो मेल सीसीओ वाला फाइल शेयर कर रहा हूं. एंड दिस इज वो मेल एंड फीमेल सीसीओ वाला 2 सैंपल टीटेस वाला फाइल है ये. ठीक है जी. सी इसमें है ना, किरण जी, जो रिस्पॉन्स और इसका आपका क्वेश्चन है ना, आई जस्ट ओपन, गो बैक टू द डेटा वंस अगेन. फाइल में फिर से जाता हूं. सी, अंडरस्टैंड दिस नाउ. इसमें zone is a factor. So what are we checking here? We are checking whether the zone is impacting the response of the lead time. Okay, so which is the factor? Zone is a factor. If it is a machine, then machine will become the factor. Are you understanding? Yes. If this is the, so lead time is the response and the factor is zone. So each zone is impacting the lead time. So that's why in the response we have selected the lead time. In the zone we have selected the so in the factor we have selected zone. So if you have if you want to compare, let's say 5 vendors lead time of delivery, so our response will be the delivery lead time and the factor will be the vendor. Okay, so vendor, let's say ABC, XYZ. ओके, वो सब वेंडर के नाम रहेंगे, तो दैट विल बिकम दी. या क्लियर है? या वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, सुपर. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एनालिसिस ऑफ वेरिएंस. प्लीज गो एंड चेक द एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ द ANOVA टेबल, दैट विल गिव यू मोर क्लैरिटी एज वेल. ओके, एंड वहां पे मैन्युअल कैलकुलेशन एक्सेल शीट भी दिया हुआ, यू कैन डाउनलोड दैट एक्सेल शीट एज वेल एंड यू कैन ट्राई योरसेल्फ. यू कैन आल्सो मैन्युअली कैन कैलकुलेट इट. क्लियर? सुपर. हाँ जी, अभी कोई क्वेश्चन है तो मुझे पूछिएगा. एनी क्वेश्चन यू हैव, प्लीज लेट मी नो. I've been traveling and not keeping well for a few days now. That's why I've been, low on energy today. Okay, could you give me a short explanation of what we do after checking p-value and selecting the hypothesis? See, understand this. P-value क्या है? Try to understand this. P-value is mathematical difference is evident, right? Rahul का 40 का average, Pant का 42 का. So this is mathematical evidence, right? While taking a long-term decision, is this mathematical difference is good enough? Okay. For example, if the p-value says that this difference is not significant. Understand this? ये significant नहीं है difference. So we can check some other parameter. Are you understanding? Okay. We can check the other parameter of it. Other parameter meaning what? अदर पैरामीटर का मतलब है एग्जाम्पल, लेट्स टेक वेंडर. आपको वेंडर्स का ये सिलेक्ट करना है, वेंडर को सिलेक्ट करना है. सो एक है डिलीवरी, सेकंड कुड बी प्राइसिंग, third could be quality of the vendor. Okay, what is the quality he's delivering? Okay. Similarly, for Rishabh Pant and KL Rahul, one is the batting average. Second, you can compare strike rate. Third, you can compare wicket keeping skills, skills, etc. So you have to take, as a decision maker, as a management decision maker, you have to select one aspect, collect the data, put it in the software. Okay. And then you can basically go one by one. If there is statistical significant difference, you can take the decision. If there is no difference, there is equal, you go to other parameter. If average में कुछ difference नहीं, go to strike rate. If strike rate में difference, you go to wicket keeping skills. Same with the vendor. If vendor delivery time, there is no statistical significant difference, go with the quality parameters. How much quality is delivering? Or go with the pricing parameters. Are you understanding? Yes. So yeah, so this way you can take the decision in the real life. Okay. Mahesh ji is asking, I'm not finding the search engine. Okay. मैं फिर से बताता हूँ आपको. It's very simple. आप देखिए, आप जब ओपन करते हो ना, ये दिस वन. ओके. ओपन एनी, अभी राइट नाउ ओपन योर मास्टर क्लास आर्काइव. मास्टर क्लास आर्काइव ओपन करिए. आपको इस प्रकार से ओपन होगा मास्टर क्लास आर्काइव. मैं बताता हूँ, इस प्रकार से मास्टर क्लास आर्काइव ओपन होगा, राइट आपका. ओके. ओपन एनी ऑफ दिस, लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल ओपन एनी ऑफ दिस. तो मैं यहाँ पे स्टार्ट क्लिक किया, किसी को भी आप स्टार्ट करिए, तो ये स्टार्ट हो गया यहाँ पे. अभी आपको देखिए लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में देखिए, यहाँ पे मास्टर क्लास आर्काइव का फोल्डर लिखेगा. ओके. और यहाँ पे देखिए सर्च फॉर द लेसन, यहाँ पे आप क्लिक करेंगे ना, तो यहाँ पे एक बार आएगा नीचे थोड़ा सा. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे आप एनोवा टाइप करिए, एनोवा एंड डिकोडिंग एनोवा टेबल आ गया, देखो. तो अब यहाँ पे आप आराम से सर्च कर सकते हो. सो दिस वे वट एवर टॉपिक यू आर स्टडिंग ना, यू कैन इजीली सर्च रादर देन गोइंग फॉर ऑल दोस 300-400 सेशंस. ओके. उतना स्क्रॉल डाउन करने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप सर्च कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. अंडरस्टूड. वेरी गुड, सुपर. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. That's it from my side. We'll connect again tomorrow with the same, tomorrow, the day after. Okay. Tomorrow we'll have the live session on yellow belt. So please, send your referral people, and, not able to use Minitab and Masterclass archive. Why? Haider Ali, why not able to use Minitab and Masterclass archive? Any specific reason why you are not able to use it? Do you have login ID, password, or any kind of challenge you have? Because so for Minitab you need the laptop which has the so you have login ID, password ना. तो what is challenge? लॉगिन करने के बाद आपको फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मास्टर क्लास आर्काइव का फोल्डर है, वो आपको दिख जाएगा. क्लिक ऑन दैट फोल्डर, यू विल एंटर. अभी जो मैंने दिखाया वो आपको मिल जाएगा. लीन सिक्स सिग्मा लाइव मास्टर क्लास आर्काइव, ये नाम है उसका. एक बार ट्राई करिए, सिंस वी आर लाइव, एक बार ट्राई करिए, लॉगिन करके एक बार ट्राई करिए, मुझे बताइए. एंड मिनिटैप का क्या आपने एक्सेस ले लिया है? मिनिटैप का डाउनलोड किया है आपको, आपने सॉफ्टवेयर यूज किया है? कोई भी डाउट है ना, जस्ट गाइज एवरीबॉडी अंडरस्टैंड दिस. मैंने आपके लिए ये, हम लोग हफ्ते में 2 बार तो लाइव मिलते ही हैं. हाँ. ओके. आप इन बिटवीन सी, हफ्ते में लाइव आप आओगे तो आप यू कैन आस्क मी द क्वेश्चन. ओके. इफ if you are doing it in between, you get stuck somewhere, this is the number ना, व्हाट्सएप कर दीजिएगा मेंटर को. सो मेंटर विल गाइड यू थ्रू आउट, अदर वेज में भी आप गाइड करोगे. ठीक है. हाँ. नो, येलो बेल्ट आपका सबका हो चुका है, आपको करने की जरूरत नहीं. हाँ जी. ठीक है. यस, दैट्स इट फ्रॉम माय साइड गाइस. थैंक यू वेरी मच. हाँ, आप लैपटॉप पे ट्राई करिए. यस, दैट विल बी बेटर. टैब में शायद वो आपने डाउनलोड नहीं किया, इसलिए आपको एक्सेस नहीं मिल रहा है। आप लैपटॉप पे ट्राई करिए, हो जाएगा। श्योर। थैंक यू वेरी मच गाइस, कीप लर्निंग, कीप ग्रोइंग। दिस दिनेश पाटिल साइनिंग ऑफ, बाय बाय, टेक केयर, गुड नाइट।